heat beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play action. Allen will buy some time running. And incomplete to open things up. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten it. The Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jarrell Casey. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Allen off the play fake. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
It's Wilkins, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Give to Smith out of the gun. Smith with a first down and more as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
7 yards, the pick up there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to push.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit.
He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 79 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And this carries into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's the option. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 12 yards that time and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Another carry.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd and 4.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That incomplete to Wilkins, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Rookie cornerback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The ball popped into the air, intercepted. Picked off inside the 10 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second down, here's Smith. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
The ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, Maybe a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And this one is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Wilkins. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, as the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now left side on the swing pass. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, Momentum, momentum. Might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
on the defensive side,
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's caught at the 7-yard line. The Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
7-yard line.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. This is Wilkins, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll drop the throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Charger touchdown from 4 yards out, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
49ers.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And they'll corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, that's complete to Smith. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Niners will go on offense at their first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down, it's Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Third down, Smith. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Down San Francisco.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46. Yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they'll throw without him. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Smith. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Smith, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They run the counter. Smith. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Robbie Gould for the 49ers field goal.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. So holding will... Scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Wilkins. And their power's way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run again with Wilkins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 28-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. Well, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Henry's got it down on the left side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. is in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Niners 34, Chargers 21. Mike Badgley to kick off for the
following the touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tonight's final score, Niners 34.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the 49ers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be back.
This is Destiny Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On my wrist, don't skip it. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot, but I keep check up all of my sauce. Hey yo, check. T-shirt, check. Sneakers, check. Socks, check. Hoodie, check. Shorts, check. Nike, check. I done made about $1 million and I'm on I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm straight. Got a new bitch spots where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. Like steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still gotta
reflux. I drip out from the switch to a teacup, drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the 50, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Michael Gallup. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Cardinals 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
1st and 10.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Murray going to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this 1st drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Proctor. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Los Angeles.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On play action, it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Chargers 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
Chargers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Allen has it left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Chargers.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Michael Gallup. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
On the play. It's now third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56. Mike, 56.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going on the ground with Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
third down and nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Got a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Caught left side, Hopkins.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Murray now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Murray to air it out again. Murray fighting, lost the football. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Chargers 21.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The kickoff for the Chargers.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Push him back. Push him back. 56, the mark boy. 56. Check 56.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
The game, 28 all. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a toss here, short side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Murray. Flushed it. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down now. Proctor. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56.
To throw again, Murray. He's going to fire one run deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
56, check 56.
Operating from the gun. Murray going deep for Hop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. It's Eckler again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Michael Badgley lining
up. I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
To kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the gun, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks him. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here is Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to help.
Herbert has it knocked free. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Chargers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
58, right over there.
To throw is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chargers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.